What's going on YouTube? Grateful for you guys, whoever is watching. So, I wanted to tell you about my channel, the Carnivore Runner. I've been running for 2 years, and 2 years ago I was having a lot of health issues. Um, I smoked 40 cigarettes a day. I weighed 250 pounds, and I was recently diagnosed with sleep apnea. I went to New Jersey to buy the CPAP machine from Pennsylvania, and I there were times where it helped me sleep okay, but then there were times where I couldn't get used to it. It would I'd take it off in the middle of the night, blah blah blah, and I was really discouraged, man. Like I was wondering if I would ever get good sleep again. Um, and if I would ever recover from this or get past it. And so like I took the initiative and I quit smoking cigarettes. And that then I started like eating healthier, and I started doing like intermittent fasting and long-term fasting for 2 or 3 days, and I started losing weight. Um, so I got down to 220, and I started running, and I was still sleeping very poorly. I still needed the CPAP machine, and I ran into this book by Steve Hendricks. It was about fasting. I gotta see what this book was called. The Oldest Cure in the World by Steve Hendricks. And in this book, it's a very long book. The author discussed like he did a long-term fast, and on day 7, 8, or 9, something like that, he no longer needed the CPAP machine. And I was like skeptical, but I was like, who cares? It's worth a try. And I did a 21-day fast, which he did. And I did not get through the whole 21 days. I lasted 19. I went from 220 to 196. And I'll be honest, I know that obesity is not the reason behind sleep apnea. For the majority of people, I believe it is. And I'm just here to share my experience, strength, and hope. I can't talk about anyone else. But on day 7, 8, or 9, I no longer needed the CPAP machine. And I'm sleeping a lot better. From that 19-day fast, I went from 220 pounds to 196 pounds. It helped me. I started running faster. You know what I mean? I was 24 pounds lighter, obviously. And, I continue to run, and I fell in love with running, I believe, just because I could. You know what I mean? When you smoke 40 cigarettes a day, and that was like religious. Like if I woke up with 35 cigarettes in my pocket, I'd need to go to a gas station to get more because it was not enough. I smoked 40 a day, and because I quit that, I was able to run. My lungs allowed me to run. I was able to do a lot of things, man. And I started running at a treadmill in Planet Fitness, and like everyone knew I was there because I was 240 pounds, 250 pounds, and you could hear boom, 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 boom. And like, I started with the couch to 5K, and as time went on, I started running more and more, and I was able to do a 5K. I was able to do a 10K. I went to Miami, Florida, and I did my first half marathon in Miami, Florida, and I ran a marathon, I ran an ultra marathon, and here I am, man. I weigh 178 pounds. I still want to get down to 165. I no longer have sleep apnea. You know what I mean? I feel like for me, maybe I lost enough weight that there was less inflammation in my neck, and I'm able to sleep better now, and I no longer need the CPAP machine. It's still sitting in the attic. But I'm so grateful, man. I fell in love with running. I just feel like I started running at the age of 38. I'm 40, and I eat an all meat diet. So the reason I made this channel is just because, I feel like when there's so much pressure from the running community to you need to knock down 19 gels throughout a marathon, blah, blah, blah. I'm exaggerating, but there's a lot of pressure that carbs are necessary to run. And I beg to differ. I just ran 50 kilometers. And I'm not perfect with carnivore. I do make mistakes, but 98% of the time I'm all meat, no plants, no glycogen. My body's running on fat, and that's my experience. I did that 19-day fast. A year after that, I did another 16-day fast. The 16-day was a lot easier than the 19-day. I was able to run miles and miles, 14 days into the fast, 15 days into the fast. That wasn't my experience in the 19-day fast. The 19-day fast, I got dizzy a lot. I had some really bad days, low energy days. And the second time I did the fast, I felt much better. But yeah, in this channel, I'm going to talk about running, my experience as a carnivore runner. I just want to, I have nothing against carbohydrates. I'm just here to say that my experiences, they're not 100% necessary. You know what I mean? The science says that you could be faster with carbohydrates, and that's cool, man. But I'm not trying to break world records. I'm just trying to, for me, the reason that I don't like or eat carbohydrates is because I have such an addicting personality that, like the potato chip commercial says, once you pop, you can't stop. And when I eat meat only, I'm able to listen to my body more. And when I'm full, I could stop eating. That's all there is to it. I've tried other diets, and what works for someone else might not work for me. What works for me might not work for someone else. I like the way I feel on this. There's certain foods that I can't eat. They just doesn't agree with my body. And listen, that's what I'm here for, man. So through the 2 years, I've gotten a lot faster. I just ran recently Peachtree 10K. It's the biggest 10K in the world in Atlanta, Georgia. It's on July 4th every year. I almost PR. My 10K PR was embedded in a 10-miler, the Broad Street run in Philadelphia. I'm from the Philadelphia area. And so in Atlanta, Georgia, I did a 46-minute and some change. It equaled out to a 7:25 pace. And I did one marathon, the Philadelphia Marathon, and that was at 3:59. So, I have a lot of goals. I want to break the 20-minute 5K barrier. My record right now is 21:59. I want to break 3-hour marathon. Right now I'm at 3:59, and I'm signed up for Kiowa Island Marathon in December. I'm on the waiting list, so we'll see if I get into that. But yeah, I just wanted to introduce myself, and I plan on making one video a week, and just a year commitment, 52 videos, and we'll see what goes on. We'll see if I get 14 subscribers in a year. And but anyway, I'm grateful for you guys. I'm excited to share my experience, strength, and hope, and just share my journey with you guys. So please leave a comment what you think about this video, what your diet is. Are there any carnivore individuals out there? And I'll see you in a week.